The following program is a production of Naleo TV.
Aloha, I'm Mike Donnelly. I am the U.S. Army Garrison Hawaii Public Affairs Officer here on Hawaii Island. And today we have the open house for Pohakuloa Training Area. My responsibility is to make sure that the community has awareness of this event, which is an open house for folks to come on and learn and get informed about what we do here besides military training.
This is an event, this is an opportunity, an open house for the community to come and experience all the things that we have here going on across the military and also our other activities that we've got going on in terms of our natural resources folks. We've got some of our community partners out here from the Hawaii Police Department. We've got DLNR team out here. We've also got some of our local partnerships with Girl Scouts of America and some other folks, vendors out here with some booths. Great opportunity for everyone to come together on Pohakuloa and experience what it is we do out here, appreciate all the different things of how we integrate with the community, all the things that we do in collaboration together, and just to see all the things that we have available. So folks from the Marine Corps, 25th ID Infantry Division from Oahu are also here to see some of their capabilities, but great event for everyone to come together.
The purpose of this event is to showcase our capabilities, not only the military, but the staff that makes PTA in order to help the community. We have our natural resources, cultural resources set up here to just showcase their capabilities and what they do for the community when it comes down to the conservation side of the natural resources and endangered species. We also have the cultural resources set up as well for all the keikis and the community to come up and see the educational and the STEM aspect of PTA.
What a lot of folks don't know is the management and conservation efforts that go here for natural resources, cultural resources. We have the incredible first responders that look out for travelers on Daniel K. Inouye Highway, probably the most dangerous highway on the Big Island, and for that matter in the state. So our first responders are those guys, men and women, that will come out to take care of our local residents if they happen to get into an accident or there's an issue.
So it's not only the military or the Army that comes to train here. We have our joint forces, so we have Air Force, the Marines, and the Army to come over here to train sporadically throughout the year. We also have the law enforcement and the Hawaii Fed Fire come up to train as well. So if you have the time, you can come up and join us here today for a great morning. Again, I am Command Sergeant Major Jessica Cho, and thank you.
Aloha. I'm Jim Albertini, head of Malo Aina organization, and we're up here at the main gate of Pohakuloa. April 25th, it's really part of Earth Day, Earth Week. And Pohakuloa has been having what they call Experience Pohakuloa Day. They invite schools from all over the island to send kids up here, and it's open to the public. But no free speech is allowed in at that event. So we had to stand out here to offer leaflets. But we did send letters to every school on the island, by mail, by fax, by email. And we noticed only 2 school buses entered. So I'm very pleased with that. I wish there were none, because to bring children up here, it's a very dangerous situation. I call Pohakuloa Training Area the Pohakuloa Toxic Area, because it's contaminated with a wide range of toxins. Probably the worst is depleted uranium radiation, where they used weapons starting in the 1960s with depleted uranium, and most likely up to the current times. It's a metal that was used in spotting rounds for nuclear weapons systems training here in the 60s. More recently, they used solid DU metal as armor-piercing weapons. And when that material is fired, it burns. Or when it's hit with high explosive, it burns and turns into very deadly DU oxide particles. And these tiny dust particles, if you inhale them, can not only stay in the lungs, but travel through the lymph system of the body to various organs, causing a wide variety of cancers, birth defects, and probably the worst thing is genetic damage passed on to future generations. So we're here, we were in suits with N95 masks and headgear, and we're now on our way home. You just caught us in time. But fortunately, only 2 schools. One of the buses was filled with elementary school kids. They could hardly look out over the window ledge of the buses. And I just find it appalling that some schools would send elementary school kids up here to a toxic waste dump for Earth Week.
we have a staff of probably 150 here, civilians who work here day in and day out, who are from Hawaii Island, local residents, and this is where they work day in and day out. And you know what? They do an incredible job at what they do, whether they are an administrative assistant to a cultural expert, archaeologist, a biologist, and the like. It's absolutely incredible. I love working here, coming up here every day and enjoying this beautiful surrounding in between the two mountains is absolutely inspiring. And as a local boy who grew up on Oahu, now living in Waimea, I'm very proud to work here and very proud to represent the equities up here for the U.S. Army and Pohakuloa Training Area.
We are fortunate today for everyone that came out today. We have a couple schools coming here today, so great events for the keiki to come out. We've got some activities for the kids to enjoy, some scavenger hunts, some opportunities for them to learn about all of our activities. In the biology realm, they've got some opportunities to be able to go into some of the aircrafts, be able to get up in the cockpit, play with some of our fire department equipment. They're in the background on the sirens, spraying some water. But great opportunity for the kids out here to have some fun and enjoy being amongst the crowd. So.
So it's not only the military or the Army that comes to train here. We have our joint forces, so we have Air Force, the Marines, and the Army to come over here to train sporadically throughout the year. We also have the law enforcement and the Hawaii Fed Fire come up to train as well. So if you have the time, you can come up and join us here today for a great morning. Again, I am Command Sergeant Major Jessica Cho, and thank you.
The preceding program was a production of Naleo TV.